Okay, Peter, we'll just start off with if you can do a brief introduction of yourself, who you are, where you come from, what you've been doing, what you're doing now.
Yep, so I'm Peter Doherty from CA in Australia, and I spend most of my time doing service management consultancy around about process and tool alignment. So I spend most of my time doing that. The stuff that I really love doing is the people and cultural organisational changes within organisations to go along with service management programs. So that's why I'm here this week to give the presentation about the side of the IT service management programs that are generally forgotten about, and that's the people side. So I have the best technology, the best processes in the world. If I don't get the people who need to run that technology or follow those processes engaged, wanting to do it and understanding why they're doing it, I just won't get the full benefits out of my program.
Okay, so that presentation's got a really catchy title.
So it's forget process, forget technology, let's get engaged. So I'm not making marriage proposals to all the good-looking women in the audience. I'm saying what we've got to do is get people engaged to understand why we're doing these programs, what's in it for them, and understand not only what's in it for them, but how we as the people who need to get them engaged, the techniques that we can use to establish that engagement.
Okay, if you can focus on one technique that you would want someone to remember to take home with them, which one would it be?
The one technique I think is leadership is the key. I need to have leaders within my organisation to drive these things, and leaders get people empowered to feel that the decisions they make, the things they do, makes an outcome. I don't want managers. I'm sick of managers and organisations. I want leaders.
And what are the typical traits that you would see in that leader?
The trait of a leader is someone who understands their people. They spend a lot of time getting to know their people, getting to know their needs, their drives, their priorities. So when we do put together programs, we know how it will affect those people and we know what their drivers are to be able to do it. A leader is also someone who's humble. A leader doesn't use the word I very often. The leader uses we or the company name of the group. And a leader is the one who puts his people forward for accolades when they happen, when it's topical, and doesn't sit back and take the applause themselves.
Is there one leader that you can think of that you aspire to be like?
So I actually have two, and they're both quoted in the presentation. One is Colin Powell. So I've spent a number of sitting through presentations of his, and he is an inspirational person because he talks about the key traits of leadership and he walks the key traits. And another one is Commander Abishoff, retired of the US Navy, who actually turned around one of the probably worst performing boats in the Navy to one of the best performing by changing the culture. He didn't have the ability to give stock options or give big raises. He changed the culture and he drove the culture, and they're the people that I see as being something that I would like to aspire to as a leader.
Do you find yourself being a leader in your job?
I don't have a line management role. I don't have people reporting to me, but you don't need to have people reporting you to be a leader. I think I display a lot of the traits, and I'd like to get better at some of the other traits. But leadership is something that can be learnt. It's not something that necessarily you're born with.